Hey everyone. So just before I start, I just want to clarify my intention with these videos, as some of you have admitted to me that you have no idea what I'm doing and you don't get it at all. So just to clarify, these videos I'm aiming to help a creative audience. Not so much the creative who's got their habit down pat and knows what they want to do and can turn the creativity on like a switch. There's a few videos aimed at them. Mostly, I'm looking to help the creative who might be procrastinating or has a sporadic output or who hasn't got that creative habit down pat just yet. So to get into today's topic, um, the imposter syndrome, right? Now, I think it's only natural for you to feel the imposter syndrome when you do something for the first time. Like, for example, if you only put songs up on Spotify and you're doing your first gig, and the fans are there and they love your songs, but you've never gigged before, that it's only natural to feel scared, right? But what I find interesting is that the imposter syndrome doesn't go away with just novel experiences or trying something new for the first time, right? That it can actually crop up with the most experienced people. For example, George Mumford, who was giving a talk to the LA Lakers, felt in the back of his head a little thought says, "Oh, you're not good enough. You're not going to give them anything of value. You're not going to actually help them with anything, right?" Now, that might be natural, but when you consider George's experience and credentials, it's a bit funny, right? Because George was there to give a talk about mindfulness, an expertise that he has developed over at least 10 years at that point. He was talking to the LA Lakers, a basketball team, and he had proven that he can help a basketball team. He'd played basketball in the past. He had helped the Chicago Bulls win three NBA championships. His credentials were huge, and he didn't need to have this feeling of doubt. But being a good mindfulness expert, he felt the feeling, he noted it, and he went ahead and did it anyway, right? And he came back later and said, "What happened there?" Right? Practicing what he preached, good man. But that's interesting because he was vastly experienced, and yet he felt it anyway. And we can draw a parallel to Billie Eilish in the pop world, who said recently, "I feel like sometimes I'm an imposter, like I'm pretending to be a celebrity. Sometimes I feel like I somehow managed to pretend that I was a celebrity for so long that I became one." And so it shows that it's not just the beginners or the newbies who are doing something for the first time that feel the imposter syndrome, and it's actually the experienced heads too, like George and Billy, right? And so my solution for this problem, if we were to kind of anticipate the worst fear of someone experiencing the imposter syndrome, is, for example, let's say I'm lecturing or something like that in a classroom, and someone stands up from the back and says, "Who are you to give a lecture on this? You have no authority, you have no credentials, you have no experience in this matter, you have no idea what you're talking about," right? That's probably the worst fear of the imposter syndrome experiencer. And so I think you can invert that and beat them to the punch, right? Be honest about your experience, credentials, and achievements, and say, I have this many experiences, I have this many credentials, and this is my opinion, right? And so it's kind of ironic in this scenario because I am not a psychologist. I have no psychology training. I'm not qualified in any way. And I've only read a few books and watched a few videos. And so this is my opinion based on what I've read, known, experienced, stuff like that. This is my assertion, right? So I'm using my own my own advice. So yeah, so that would be my solution. I hope that helps.